Splatoon was revealed in 2014 as Nintendo's foray into the online third-person shooter genre, where the objective was not only to shoot down the opposing team, but to cover up the map with as much of your team's ink colour as possible. Arriving at Inkopolis, which is the main hub area for the game, you see a strange old man who keeps peeking out of the manhole. When you investigate and go down there, you enter the campaign of Splatoon, where you meet that said old guy who is Captain Cuttlefish. There are a total of 27 levels and 5 boss fights in the campaign, with a variety of ideas and mechanics used throughout. The level layout reminds me of the Super Mario Galaxy levels, with how each area has launch points, making you jump from one section of the map to the next. The checkpoints are very generous in the game, and each level is short and sweet, normally only taking a few minutes, where the objective is to get to the end of the level and break free of the small Zapfish and get the little guy. I also like after grabbing the Zapfish, there's a little victory tune that plays at the end of each level. The Wii U's gamepad is used in the campaign, has a display of the map below, and you can use it to find where certain items are that are needed, such as keys, or when in the hub area, you can use it to tap on the previous kettles to do a launch jump to the point of the map that you want to be on. You can also use the gamepad's gyro to help aim your shots. You only have a limited amount of ink that can be stored within your tank. It depletes when using your weapons or sub-weapons. To refill, you need to submerge yourself in your own ink whilst in squid form. Whilst in squid form, you have more mobility than the human form, as long as you are in your own coloured ink. There are power-ups that are found within the campaign, which can either be an ink bazooka, which is pretty self-explanatory, or the bubbler, which is a bubble-shaped protective shield. There is also armour, which can be stacked on one another to increase the number of hits you can take. Once you stack to the maximum amount, it makes you look like a fishing samurai. In the campaign, you can unlock and upgrade your equipment. You start off with the hero shot, which can be upgraded to increase damage and rate of fire, as well as burst bombs, which explode on contact, and you can also unlock the splat bombs, as well as seekers. The upgrades can be purchased using caviar, which is found throughout each level. You can also earn bonus caviar if you have a power-up on hand or are wearing armour. Throughout the campaign, you are introduced to different types of obstacles, such as expanding sponges. When you shoot the sponge with your ink, it expands, creating a platform in which you can jump onto and also merge into, whilst being hit by another coloured ink shrinks it, as well as invisible paths, which only can be seen when ink is placed onto it. In each level, there are sunken scrolls, which adds backstory to the world of Splatoon. Once defeating DJ Octavia, you return to the start screen, and now with the Zapfish in sight. You get a broadcast from the Squid Sisters, which then rolls into the credits, where you can splat the credits revealing the people who have worked on the game, thanking the player for playing the game. You can also get a reward for completing the campaign with the hero gear used in the story and the Octoling gear. Once you've beaten the game and want to revisit any stages, real Zapfish are replaced with doll versions, and there is a cute animation where Agent 3 pats the Zapfish doll on the head. There are a variety of Octoling types, with most of them being on a moving contraption or stand. In each of the boss fights, there are 3 stages, and once they have exhausted all of their moves, a tentacle will be exposed, and all you have to do is shoot the tentacle at it until it takes enough damage before you repeat the process again. Scrubberfish will scrub away any of your ink that you have laid down on the wall when traversing it. Flutters are machines that rain down their ink colour and are found in maze-like platforms, making them a formidable enemy when traversing the stage. Turf War is a 4v4 where the goal is to cover the map with as much of your team colours ink as possible. Besides Turf War, there are 3 ranked battle modes: Splat Zone, Tower Control, and Rainmaker. At the end of the match, points are rounded up with the percentage of how much each team's colour is covering the map by the cat named Judd. There is also a local multiplayer where one player uses the gamepad while the other uses the TV, where the aim is to pop as many balloons as possible before the time runs out. Playing online matches nets you experience and coins, which can be used to purchase gear at the store at Inkopolis. At Sheldon's, you can purchase a variety of weapons. With each weapon, there are sub-weapons that go with it, such as the splat bombs, as well as a special. The weapon types fall into 3 different categories: splat weapons, rollers, and snipers. There are 3 clothing stores, which are referred to as gear. At Cooler Heads, they sell headgear. At Jelly Fresh, they sell clothing. And at Shrimp Kicks, they sell shoes. Each set of gear has different abilities attached to them, and when gear is used in battle, they can be leveled up to unlock new slots of a new randomized ability. You can also acquire gear in the most shady way. In Inkopolis, there is a sea urchin named Spike, which can order in gear either handpicked from him or certain looks from other Inklings that populate the streets of Inkopolis. As part of the multiplayer, there was an in-game event called Splatfest. Splatfest battles are turf wars in which the player must decide which team they want to be on during the event. There is normally a theme of each of the Splatfests comparing two subjects together, whether it was rice versus bread or cats versus dogs. Sadly, Nintendo discontinued the Wii U's online on April the 8th or 9th, 2024, depending on your time zone, last year. There is still another way you can play Splatoon online today through Pretendo, which I have yet to try. The soundtrack of Splatoon is interesting to say the least. Within the game, the Squid Sisters are a pop duo named Callie and Mari, Calamari, which features their music within the game, with their music popping up every now and again. Other content in the game consists of the amiibos. The 3 amiibos, which were the Inkling Boy, Inkling Girl, and Squid, could be used within the game to unlock more content for the game, that being 20 challenges. With the first 3 bosses, you unlock a piece of exclusive gear, a mini-game, and for the 4th and final boss rewards, you will get a blueprint for new weapons, along with the Squid Sisters, which would let you view concerts. With the success of the Switch, the Splatoon IP has been given a second chance on the Switch with its sequels, bringing new audiences that may have not played it on Wii U. It was a nice surprise to see Nintendo take a swing at the genre that they wouldn't normally do, but added their own Nintendo twist to the formula, as well as being the first real foray into online multiplayer of something that I enjoyed. Thanks for watching.